This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Most Blessed Sacrament Catholic School.
If there ever was a universal language we could all understand, feel, and relate to, wouldn't you agree that it would have to be music? In fact, sometimes even the musician himself is surprised by what's within. Jimmy met a man at Most Blessed Sacrament Catholic School in Berlin who helps the student discover his own tune.
Most Blessed Sacrament Catholic School in Berlin is something a little bit different than what you might normally expect. Come here, I want you to meet somebody. One of the things that you're probably aware of is that schools all across the nation are trying to figure out how to stretch their money. What they're doing is they're cutting the arts programs, which includes music. Well, that's just a little too important to everyone here at Most Blessed Sacrament School to actually lose that program. So what they've done is they've brought in an artist in residence. His name is Kevin Martin. What Kevin is doing is he's bringing up the interest of kids in music and in the arts, and he's doing it not with the maracas and not with a xylophone. He's doing it with steel pans. Let's see if we can get him for just a minute and talk to him about what is going on here.
Back over here.
Mr. Martin, can I get you for just a second?
Absolutely. Okay, Ben, so quietly, ghost pan, practicing lines 1 through 3, and I'll see you in a minute, okay? And line 4 you can do too.
Thank you so much for letting us come talk to you today.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming.
So, you're an artist in residence. Tell me what an artist in residence is and does.
Okay, so an artist in residence is when a school has a professional artist, somebody who is professionally working in their field. For me, it's as an instrument builder of steel pan and a musician. And they'll come for a period of time, usually a week, and work with students in different grades, passing on their skills directly to students of the next generation.
So why this? I used to call it steel drums. It's actually called a steel pan.
That's right.
Why the steel pan?
So the steel pan, which was invented in Trinidad back in the late 1930s, early 1940s, I started as a college student, a math guy, listening to old Calypso records with my brother. And we fell in love with the sound of those early 50s style pans. And started learning how to build them right there in college. Yeah. And I've been building steel pans for 30 years. About 10 years ago, I realized that expansion of the art form of Trinidad was a big calling for me. So I started traveling around teaching large workshops, and I've worked in about 300 schools now. And I've got to say I have 3 personal favorites, and Most Blessed Sacrament is one of the greatest schools that I have worked with. So my own son goes here now.
Ah, okay, so that makes sense to me.
Yes.
Something you were doing that I noticed that fascinates me. You're not just teaching them music and steel pan, you're teaching them how to teach.
Yes, how to run a band. You see, these days, most kids think of music as something we listen to,
right,
or maybe we play it on a video game or something like that, but we're working on the whole skills of running a band. So being the conductor, learning hand signals, and taking ownership of the material. We're trying to conquer a lot of work in a shorter period of time, so the students learn to teach each other the parts.
And it seems to be working great. These guys seem to love it. You guys like this? Yeah.
So,
Kevin, I don't want to take you away from your class too much. Thank you so much for coming to Most Blessed Sacrament and sharing your talent and your passion with the next generation.
Well, thanks for coming to visit us.
It's an amazing thing.
Okay.
Thank you very much. All right, so there you go. That's how it works at Most Blessed Sacrament Catholic School. The arts are important. Lisa, back to you.
And Kevin says he's found that even schools that have a music program teaching the steel pans puts experienced music students and students with no musical experience on the same level. He says he's found several students who didn't know that they had what it takes simply because they hadn't been exposed to the opportunity. Now, if you want to learn more about Most Blessed Sacrament in Berlin, you'll find a link on delmarvalife.com. And by the way, you don't have to be Catholic to attend.